guys and girls, how's it going? It is awesome! I got my bike back. I've rigged up a number plate onto it just so I can ride it and feel what it's like with the shortened saddle and subframe. And the seat feels fantastic, it's really comfy. I don't think there's much difference in the padding on the front to how it was originally, although it has been sculpted a little different. I feel a little bit higher actually, but other than that, yeah, it's all groovy. I only say I feel a bit higher is because my mirrors are now out of adjustment, and that would suggest that it might be just that the foam needs bedding in a little bit. But oh wow, it feels great. I don't know if the bike's any more nimble having that weight chopped off the back of it, but it certainly feels fun. It's so much lighter to flick around than the Ducati. I might be just remembering how that is to ride, so I don't know, but it certainly, oh wheelie! It's fantastic. I don't know, is it just lighter? I really don't know, but man, this bike is a happy bike today, and I'm a happy PD too. Oh man. Yeah, the number plate isn't a permanent sort of solution. I'll probably show how I've got that set up when I get up to Box Hill. Wet bits, that means it's going to be all over my back. Brilliant. Yeah, not having a rear mudguard at all, even worse than before, is just going to be a nightmare now. But hey, it's all fun and games. The bike definitely feels more nimble. It might be just from riding the Ducati, I don't know. Oh, it's fantastic. Let's go a different way. Oh yeah, anyway, time for a little swing song. Summer gloving, having a blast. It's summer glove weather! Woo! I love summer glove weather, where you get the full feel of the handlebars. You haven't got stupid sweaty fingers because you haven't quite got to the point of wearing summer gloves. They're less bulky. Oh, it's just amazing. And yeah, easy to put on too, because I've only got like club bits. I don't have gauntlets on my summer gloves. So what's up with you guys? What's new in your world? Did you know I've just got my motorbike back? Oh man, I can't shut up about it. I'm so chuffed with it. P&D Customs did such an amazing job cosmetically with how it looks now. I mean, okay, practicality wise it's not great, but who needs practical when you've got a grin on your face? Yeah, it's something I'm going to have to do some brains with to work out what I'm going to do re the tail end. I'm going to use some of my friends, hopefully, to get them to help me sort of manufacture some bits to put on it. One of my friends has got a forge, so he can hit things with hammers and iron and magical wizardry stuff. Stick. Another mate's kind of pretty cool at welding, so he said that he'll do some bits and bobs if needed, although he doesn't have a welder, so we're going to have to kind of borrow, beg and steal and things. Yeah, so it needs a rear light still, needs a rear mudguard of sorts, and what else? Yeah, just a way of mounting the number plate a little bit more permanently than tying it to the rear pillion peg. It does the job, it holds it there, and it's apparently the side that it's supposed to be on the drive, that side of the road, not this side of the road. I don't know if you can see my hand. I don't know why I'm gesticulating, because you can't see me. I don't know what's going on. Oh man, this bike feels so fucking good. Yeah, I'm doing an experiment now as well. So this is the audio from my GoPro, and this is the audio from my voice recorder. I've got two microphones held within my crash helmet, one going straight to the GoPro and one going to the voice recorder, just as a little experiment to see which one seems to work best. I had comments on my previous ride video saying that the audio sounded great, but that was on a bike that was very, very stifled, so this Guzzi is obviously a little bit noisier. Nice timing of the pops and burbles. And it means that the audio might not be quite so great. I'm also in a different position on this bike than I am on the Ducati, and there's no wind protection on this, whereas there is a little bit with that bikini fairing that's got, and that could well make a difference to how it sounds, but I will let you decide for yourself with the two comparisons, or I will edit it out if one of them sounds completely shit. Brakes. I've not paid any attention to where I am. I think this is Newdicate. I don't know. Not really bothered. But all roads lead to Rome and all that. Homeward Dorking. Let's go this way. Bumpy. Stones. Don't want them in the knuckles. I've got knuckle protection on these gloves, but I still don't want stones on my. Flinged up from the cars in front. I pity anyone that's behind me. There's no one. I'm also using the GoPro Session as opposed to my GoPro 5 Black jobby. There's another experimentation too. Reason for that, it's a bit smaller, and I already had it mounted on the brackets. No other real reason really. I would generally use the 5 on the helmet, sorry, the Hero 5 Black on the helmet, because I've got a spare battery for that, and you can't do spare batteries on the Session, which restricts its usefulness unless you run an external battery, and I don't want even more stuff going into my pockets and off my helmet. So I'd end up having to mount the battery on the helmet, and this helmet hasn't really got that sort of thing going on with it. So I'll not be doing that until I get a new crash helmet. I will, however, try different settings and setups and stuff. I actually meant to, or wanted to do a demo with the 5 Black, because I realised that I was just using wide view as opposed to super view on it, and I also had stabilisation turned on, which makes you a little bit weirded out when you're watching motorbikes. Even from the head perspective, it doesn't work that well. I think it's a great item to have the stability on it for certain camera angles. Like if I put a bar mounted one facing up to me, then having stability would be a good thing, because it can take away the vibrations from the handlebars and stuff like that. And that's why I bought the Session, was because it's got the stability, so I could actually do that. Yeah. But what I wanted to do was to try out the super view and see what perspective that gives on this bike, because obviously this has got a very different riding position from other motorcycles. Damn it, I missed rev bomb moment. Not that you need to on this thing. I mean, this doesn't need tunnels. It's like a tractor. Bump. Number plate staying in place so far, that's good news. I just kind of guessed how much room I needed for the swing arm, and with suspension sort of bumping up and down and stuff. It's okay. It just means I can't take a passenger all the while it's on there. But, so if I ever want to take a passenger on this bike, I've got to come up with a different number plate solution. So with this seat, I don't think there's ever going to be room for a passenger, to be honest, so I might end up just writing off that possibility. Gotta get past them, there'll not be any bloody twisties left. Yep, no twisties. Oh well. Better view from here, except for them blooming cyclists. Blooming cyclists! Think they rule the road! Brakes! I do think that the upgrade I did to the front brake pads is an improvement. I don't think it's a huge improvement, but it is an improvement. I definitely prefer the feel of them. They just feel, it's just sharper. I don't think they're anything sort of extraordinary special, just sintered pads. But they feel better. A lot of the time all these stuff is just in your head, and considering how long I'd not been riding this bike for, I have no idea how the brakes work, to be honest. Previously I can't remember, but I didn't have huge faith in them in an emergency, whereas these I actually reckon will do a thing now if I needed to stop in a hurry, and providing I didn't overpower the tyres, that is. Ah man, I'm gonna be stuck here for ages. Should have wiggled my way to the front. Oh, I've given myself cramp in my friggin' hip. I'm old and falling to pieces. I don't know what to make of those bikes. I really don't. But hey, if they make people happy, they're good enough for me. I really love the riding position on this bike. Even before I changed the handlebars and stuff, it was wonderful. It just fits me, and I think that makes such a difference on a motorcycle, to have it fit you. I like being able to get my feet down on the ground, and I know it's not the end of the world, and I've survived all these many years without being able to do it, but it makes such a difference in just the ability to sort of filter through traffic and stuff, stick your foot down if you need to give yourself a kick, if you get a bit of a wobble, and kick the bike back up from underneath you. Feels like ages since I've been to Box Hill. I don't know if it is ages, but it feels like ages. Man, 30s. So this is Box Hill.
I'm just going to get fatter and fatter and fatter. Is it Huff the Hedgehog? Wow, weird. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends I'm amazing and all that things and whatever. Right, bye.